We got Liam McGeary back here on the program. He's going to be taking on Muhammed King Mo Lawal at Bellator 213 on December 15th. Liam, how are you, man?
I'm very well. Training hard, a little sore, but it's all to be expected.
But it's good to be sore when you're getting good weather. I know right now you're in California doing some training. Where are you training right now?
I'm training at the Ultimate Training Center and Paul Herrera and Tiki.
Okay, very cool. How did
Yeah.
that all get set up with you going to train out there?
My manager set it up. I was over living in Hawaii, and he said, "Well, just pop on a plane and head over to California." So here I am.
Good stuff. Is this like a permanent switch or just something you're trying out for this camp?
Who knows? You know, it's I'm enjoying it. They're enjoying it. So we'll talk after the fight.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you mentioned there you were living in Hawaii because I know initially when we talked last time, you were in New York training over there. When did you make the move?
I left New York March this year, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I moved to Hawaii in March.
okay, great. And what prompted that move?
My family's over there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. And I'm sure the weather, was probably a factor there too because New York this time of year, man, I know how cold it can get, right? So.
Yeah, I'm done with the cold, man. The next time I'm cold is because I choose to be.
Right. Yes, exactly. You got to enjoy that for sure. Let's talk about your last fight quickly. I know things didn't go your way in that one against Nemkov, but what did you take away the most from that performance that you can bring into this fight?
Check leg kicks.
Okay.
The King Mo doesn't throw leg kicks, so nah. I mean, I can't really take anything from the last fight. You know, I just scratching that out of my memory. It was what it was. I wanted to get out of there as quick as possible, and I did.
So I spoke to King Mo actually last week, and he basically said you guys are friends, and that he was a little reluctant to take this fight. Was it the same way on your end? Because I know you guys will fight; it's business. But what's sort of the friendship on your end with King Mo?
Yeah, man, we are cool. You know, of all the fighters I've met, he's probably the coolest one. You know, so it's. But again, it's business. You know, as I texted him when I found out who it was I was fighting him. And that was the last time I spoke to him, wished him luck in camp, and then we just got down to it, you know. I'll see him again in a few weeks.
Have you ever had that before, fighting someone that you were friends with or that you used to train with before?
No, Linton Vassell. I'm pretty cool with Linton Vassell as well. But hey, this is the business, you know. This is a fight game. Us fighters got to stick together against the big guys, you know. Yeah,
no, I agree with that. So how do you feel like you match up against Mo? Obviously, decorated wrestler, has some knockout power. How do you assess your skill set against his?
Well, obviously, I had to work on my wrestling. This is why I'm in a good camp. They're very wrestling based, and they've helped me with iron out any small problems that I might have had.
Okay, that's good. And what about bodies in the gym? Who are some of the guys you get to train with?
We had the executioner pump in today. I've been training with Everett a lot, Everett Cummins, a couple of the local lads in there as well. So some good bodies.
Yeah, and I guess focus more on the wrestling, like you were saying there, just because Mo is a pretty high level wrestler.
Yeah, I mean, my guess is going to want to try and push me against the cage and try and take me down and wrestle hunt me, but for 3 rounds.
Yeah, no, you got to be prepared for anything.
Ain't gonna happen.
What about the weight cut? We just had Thanksgiving. Did you have to kind of not partake in that just with the fact you got this fight coming up?
No, I mean I was training on Thanksgiving anyway. So when I come home, there was a plate made up, and no, I ate well.
You did? Okay, so a pumpkin pie included, or did you have to skip that?
I was too stuffed to have any pumpkin pie. I had some chocolate cake.
Oh, nice. But, okay, so you can enjoy it a little bit, I guess, even with this fight coming up.
Yeah, I don't necessarily have to cut too much weight. I've been eating really clean and really healthily, but it's always, you can have a cheat meal every once in a while. But I'll burn it in the gym. So.
And we talked about camp there, obviously being in California. Is the plan to go to Hawaii a little bit early because obviously you live there now, and this fight is taking place there?
Yeah, I'll leave here in a couple of weeks' time.
Okay, so just do the camp here and then finish the rest of it back home.
Yeah. I get to hang out with my kids for a few days and then straight back to the gym.
That's great. Are they going to be coming to the fight then, I guess, just because it's in Hawaii?
I'm not entirely sure. I haven't discussed that. Maybe not. I don't know. They tend to run around a little bit, so they might not might not want to sit still for a good few hours.
Right. Yeah. No, for sure. You got to factor that in as far as all that goes. What about your corner? Who's going to be in the cage with you that night?
I have Paul and Tiki with me.
Oh,
They've
great.
been
Okay.
so yeah, they're coming out with me on Tuesday, I believe they'll be out there.
And how do you see this fight unfolding on the 15th? I mean, you feel like you're going to get the win. Otherwise, why would you sign the bout agreement? But how do you see it playing out?
I believe I'm going to finish my. That's what I see.
How many more fights do you have in your Bellator contract?
Well, I have no idea, man.
You just leave that up to management. You're just like, let me fight. I'll take care of the rest,
Yeah.
right?
Going and going and going. Yeah. See, I don't even know how long I've been there. 6 years, is it now? Something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while, and then obviously you run as champion and everything. I mean, is the plan to just stay with Bellator the rest of your career, or is there any ambitions to go to the UFC?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far yet. I'm coming off of these 2 losses, so I kind of need to get my back together and concentrate on that, other than concentrate on where I'm going after this. So I've been focused on my fight, and again, I got to fight my friends, so it's business, and I had to take that factor out of it, and so I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even thinking about afterwards. So just concentrate on what I got to do.
What about downtime right now? I know you don't get much of it because, like you said, you're zoning in on the opponent, you're zoning in on training camp, but you are out in California. What are you doing on downtime? You watching any Netflix or playing any video games, anything like that?
I've been watching Netflix. I've been getting into the Narcos. I'm waiting for the new Viking show to start on Wednesday.
Yeah, we talked about that last time. You really like that show, don't you?
I do, yeah. So that's starting on Wednesday. Obviously, The Walking Dead I've been watching as well. But yeah, again, downtime. I went to the beach a couple times, but my mate's been hassling me. Oh, let's go do something fun. I'm like, I don't want to do anything fun. I don't want to do anything. This is my day off, and I can't move. I want to lie on the sofa and just flick through the TV. I'm watching football, and American football. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of that as well.
Yeah, you getting into it? Is this sort of the first time you've really been into it?
Yeah, well, everyone keeps trying to explain the rules to me, and I'm like, I don't understand. It's like I don't get it. Why did he do that? And why is he doing this? And why is that happening? And why is that flag getting thrown in there? And then they explain, and I'm like, it's just straight over my head. I just like the rules. I like the roughness of it. So that's all.
But no favorite team. Just you sort of watch whatever's on.
Well, my girlfriend's brother plays for the Vikings, so I was watching their game yesterday. And
Okay, so there's a tie-in. That makes sense.
Yeah, these are a bunch of Green Bay. They were supporting Green Bay Packers as well, so they weren't too happy they lost. And he said it was a boring game, and it was boring from where I was sitting. The quarterback was throwing the ball, and everyone seems to be catching it. That's about all I understand of American football.
Well, we're certainly looking forward to this card here. It's coming up here December 15th. It is Bellator 213. Liam, it's always good catching up with you, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
You can check me on Instagram, Liam McGeary 1. I've been updating my Instagram a lot for the fight camp, putting training pictures up and workouts in there. I'm on my Facebook, Liam McGeary. My sponsors, Elixir Cure. This stuff has helped me through the camp. And the Kessler Wellness and Family Wellness, they've been keeping me in fight shape as well. So shout out to all them guys.